Hello again, my name's Nina Chung, and today we're going to show you how to install and blend smooth, straight clip-ins naturally, the Hush Hush way. Today we have our model. She's KP. She's really awesome. So I'm just going to start in her nape area and kind of part out some of her hair. I've already gone in and shampooed, deep conditioned her hair, and smoothed it out with a thermal iron. And I'm just going to go in and start installing. You can get right on the edge with these because the hair is going to be completely covered up back here. So you're not going to be able to see them even if the track comes to the edge of the head, unless you intended on lifting your hair to make a high ponytail, which if you were going to do that, you would actually insert these clips in the opposite direction, going upward. And voila, first set's in. Drop the hair, part out another veil, and do it again. And depending on how full or dense you want the finished look to be will determine how many of these you're actually going to go and add in. For KP, her natural hair is pretty fine, so we tend to use all that's provided in the kit, or close to all that's provided. So before the video began, I actually gave a demonstration on how to straighten these with a thermal flat iron. So very easy. I was really impressed with the way that these clip-ins actually straightened. They could handle the heat extremely well. All right, so we're at 4 pieces already. And these are from the 20-inch line. So we're adding a substantial amount of length, nearly doubling the length of KP's hair. And this is a great way to go from day to evening. KP is in a profession where she has to typically wear her hair up and in a ponytail, not down and glamorous. Pop the clip open just as before, and you install it at the scalp, near the base of the head, right where the part is at. Pop it closed. That's it. Super easy, super awesome. This is like one of the greatest inventions with regard to extensions, because there's no huge commitment, and after you purchase it, there's no huge cost because you don't have to seek out someone to install them for you if you don't like. But not to say that there's anything wrong with that. KP is one of my regular guests, and sometimes we do her hair, we style it naturally just with her normal hair, and we put it in a style. And other times, like when there are special occasions or when something important is happening, we install clip-ins here in the salon for her. And so now we're going to be using one of the larger pieces that has 3 clips on it. And so before you install it, you can kind of measure it so you can know where your starting point is going to be. You just go in, pop them in. I'm going to leave a veil of hair out along the front so that it looks natural, and so that if the wind should blow, you won't see the extensions. Super easy, super awesome. Super hush hush. No one knows they're there except you. Always remember, it's totally good to take these out at night when you sleep. It's not a requirement, but the combs do add an added amount of tension and stress that your hair doesn't really need. Your hair doesn't ever benefit from. I'll say that for sure. And they're so easy to put in. You could totally wake up and put them back in the morning. And if you put them in wrong, don't worry. Pop it out and fix it. And wow, look at that. We've installed half, and the transformation is present, and it's amazing already. I'm monitoring how many I have left. I've got 4 pieces left. I've got 5 left. I'll probably use 4 of the 5. And by the time I'm done, KP's gonna have to be beating them off with a stick. Just kidding. She's already got a sweet love, but she will look hot. And so all I'm doing by running my finger down the canvas of her hair is getting a feel for where the one is that's already previously been clipped in there. And don't be afraid to stagger the clips, meaning kind of brick lay them on top of one another, especially if you're in fear of running out of space. And always be cognizant of your natural part. If your natural parting kind of spans across the back of the crown of your head and goes a little bit deeper, you don't want to lay a clip in that area, because when your hair naturally falls, then it will expose the track of hair from the clip-in, and you never want to have your clip-ins exposed. I always create like a little buddy system when I'm out with a friend and I've got extensions in. I say, if you see my track, let me know so I can go in the restroom and fix it. It looks like it hurts, but it doesn't. And if it does, KP wouldn't tell me because she wants to look beautiful anyways. This is so pretty. I'm so impressed with this. I love it. It's amazing. It's everything. But I'm really into extensions, and this is so easy, and it's like an effortless, amazing complement to a beautiful style. And it's something that you can do all on your own and feel really great about. So this is probably the last one I'm going to add on this side, and then I'll work my way over to the other side. Pop the 3 clips open and attach. And like I said before, don't be afraid of needing to unclip them and reclip them back in. It's not glue, so you can take it out and relay it. I like clip-in extensions for a few reasons. One, especially for someone that wants to try extensions, but they are not comfortable with the tension of the braid in, the traditional braid and sew-in method, and B, they don't have the time to sit for the time that it takes to have them installed, because it can be a lengthy process. So I'm spraying a little bit of holding spray, comb down, and voila. And now we're going to insert our last clip to complete KP's beautiful look. And then I'll show you how to blend these effortlessly. If you have a very blunt cut, this is an awesome way to blend them so that it just looks seamless and perfect. So again, we pop open the 3 clips and install. And as you can see, it's not required to install them on a straight line, because I've made a very curvy part here. And you can see it fits perfectly with the curvature of her head. You get them in there, you cover them up. There's no science to it. And now when you're finished, you can take a little sheen and spray it. A beautiful thing about these is that the luster is perfect. KP's natural hair has a great sheen, but it's not extremely shiny. And the clip-ins have the same sheen. This is just a dry oil spray. Sorry, it adds a little bit of shine to it. And I'll come in with my razoring tool and just kind of razor off some of the hairs so that it can blend seamlessly. And you can do it on both sides. Typically, you would need to do that most around the face to create a little bit of face frame if you didn't want to have one long sheet of hair. It's just working spray, so it doesn't make the hair hard like a helmet. Perfect and appropriate for day or night. and no one will know that it's extensions. It's painless, it's easy, and it's beautiful. I'm so pleased with the outcome of these extensions. Effortless beauty.